Hi guys, what is going on? Today's video, we're going to be showing you the, I would say, off-meta PvP build. It's still based around dots, but it brings a little bit more kind of, I suppose, team play into it. We do drop the mages, and you'll see when I start showing you what the build is all about, what skills we're going to be using. We're going to go through everything like we normally do, but I've actually had a real blast using this build. Now, this build was actually created by a member of one of the Discord communities I'm in, called Shields. He was showing this off a few weeks ago when I9 first became available, and we've just kind of been playing with it. So let's have a look to see what you're going to be using then. So in the main screen here, we're going to go over the skills to start with, just like we normally do. Skill wise, we're going to be using our Reform, our Bone Armor, our Grim Scythe, and this time we're going to be using Bone Spirits for good reason. And obviously we've got to be using Soulfire because why not? Gear wise then guys, we've got the helm here, which is our standard Faithful Frame. This is obviously standard when it comes to our dot build now, because we know this is a really strong item. We've then got Draw Deep for our Bone Armor. Again, very good for our protection when it comes to using our PvP builds currently. We'll go over the shoulders last because I want to give you some options. We've got the Hemorrhaging Shadow here for our legs, which is going to apply that dot when you're using Grim Scythe. Main hand, Defiling Swarm for our Grim Scythes as well. And then we've got second main hand, Corpse Splitter, which is going to be for Bone Spirits to silence the enemy, preventing them from using skills for a period of time. Then we've got the new Wraith Vexed offhand, which is going to cause us to teleport using Bone Spirits. And once we arrive there, you're going to continuously damage nearby enemies, and it's going to obviously cause a lot of havoc when you've got the silence involved as well. Then the other offhand, we're going to be using Spite Feather, and that's why we obviously go with Soulfire. Shoulders wise, what I've been using, and I know Shields was using this as well, is the Platts Bolts. These are really good because they're going to give you extra movement speed while Bone Armor is active, and they give you the reduction. With this one though guys, you can go for some other options, and I'm just going to quickly show you those options now. So you can use Incision Cusp to get you a bit of extra damage, crit hit damage. Why not? If you feel that you don't need the movement speed, you can pop this in. And you could also go with the reduction of continuous damage you take by 40% when Bone Armor is active. Obviously, other Necros are still very prevalent, and they are using mages, and obviously they do attack very, very fast. So having this sort of thing on, because they're going to be applying dots to you, is going to be beneficial, because Bone Armor is going to be up all of the time. You want to up as much as you possibly can, and it still gives you cooldown reduction for the Bone Armor. So definitely give them to a try. The other one you can use is the Grave Dirt's Weight. This is great if you're going up against wizards, if they're using Meteor, because obviously that does provide that knockback function. This is going to prevent you from being knocked back and easily make you counter the Meteor Wizard. So bear those ones in mind. You've got good 4 options there that you can use. So guys, when it comes to the green set items, again, you've got options. We've got Vifu's 2-piece, which is standard. We've then got Baron's 2-piece, which is standard. I am currently using 4-piece Agments, but you still can use 4-piece Grace. Agments is used in a lot of our builds, so if you've got high potency, I would say 6,500 maybe upwards, you should be able to use Agments fine. If you've got lower than maybe 6,000 potency, maybe go with Grace. Now, stat-wise, what you want with this, just with any other dot build, guys, is definitely to go higher potency, and then try and balance your other stats. I'm actually a little bit lower on the resistance than what I would like, but I wanted to bring my potency above 7,000 just for testing out. So definitely try and balance the rest and go with potency as your main stat. So other than that then guys, gem wise, what are we using? I currently use Colossus Engine. I use Blood Flow. I use Pain Class because we're still going to be applying dots, and this is going to increase the damage you do to people with continuous damage and effects. Misery Elixir is a great gem for dot builds. Definitely be using it no matter what spend level you're at for this build. I'm then using Bottled Hope because it is a really good gem for PvP. I'm using the Roiling Consequences, Blood-Soaked Jade, and then obviously the new Haunt Coil, which I should be ranking that up very soon to hopefully 5 stars and rank 6. You can go with some other ones in here if you wanted to. You could definitely go with Crimson Bale hit if you want to pop that in for a bit more control. You could definitely go with a an Everlasting Torment. Definitely works out very well. Other than that, try and mix it up. You could put more dot gems in like Viper's Bite, but I think everyone is using Viper's Bite at the moment in the dot build, so you may not notice the benefit of that if you have got other players on the battlefield using that gem as well. So we've got plenty of dots in here though. We've got the legs that are providing a dot, we've got blood flow that's providing a dot, we've got the ruling consequences that applies a dot, we've also got agments that applies a dot. So there's plenty of stuff here that's given us dot damage to, you know, do exactly what this build should be doing. Paragon for this then, guys, is basically the same as the dot build, right? You want to be going for this sort of setup in Gladiator. It's the best one that I believe you could possibly go for, because you want to be staying alive to provide the benefit to your team of that silence, as well as obviously doing plenty of damage and, you know, hopefully killing plenty of enemies. When it comes to the legendary skill, you're going to be using Curse of Weakness because it is kind of the best one to use in PvP for the reason of what it does. Warband room, you're going to be wanting to use Protector. Obviously, we always state this in PvP, definitely go with Protector. And Familiars, obviously, you're going to be wanting to use a pet that's got Savior. Savior, even if it's a bad Familiar, is definitely best to have than not having it at all. Curse properties, what I've gone with, I don't know if they're messed up at this moment in time, but nope, they've got 6-piece detested and we've got 2-piece ghosted. I basically use these because when it's a loss of control, I use that for my debuff build. As you know, I put a video out for that the other day, and if you hadn't seen that, do go back and watch it because it is great as a support build. But you can still use this because we are providing a certain loss of control, right? We're providing a slow because of Grim Scythe, which is classed as a loss of control, and we're obviously providing a silence as well. Now, obviously, guys, you want to see how this plays out, right? We want to see how this goes. Let's hope, because it's getting late in the battleground timings. Let's hope we get a good match, and then you can see exactly how this pans out. While we're waiting for the queue, we may as well talk for Reforges, right? Reforges are pretty much standardized when it comes to PvP. You definitely want to be going something like this. You could drop shielded for someone else, but you definitely want to be going for something that gives you the jolt 3-piece on every single part, because it provides that immobilize. And obviously damage taken from players reduced is good, loss of control reduced is good, beneficial effects on everything is always good, and obviously damage to enemies suffering from loss of control increased because we are providing a slow anyway. So let's see what we get in this one. I've had some on and off matches with this build, so we'll have to wait and see what this actual brings and see what we go up against. Obviously, I am getting to that point now where I go up against a lot of high-rated players, being that I'm quite far into the push, nearly at 3,500. Hopefully, we can get above that 4,000 again by the end of the season. We'll see how it goes. Okay, guys, let's go and see if we can do our best when it comes to team play. We'll try and stick with our team so that we can get the most benefit out of our silence. We try not to go lone wolf here because we are team playing. The beginning part here, obviously, we can go a bit more lone wolf. We can do damage to these, no problem whatsoever, and see what comes and actually attacks us. Okay, Necro coming up here. Not everyone pushed. Stay back for a second. We want to make sure that we've always got our ray form ready when we do teleport. Okay, that helped. We got our bone armor up again. No damage taken. We're back out. We're going to do the same again. Like so. In and out. Okay, teammates are pushing well. Push back out again. Try not to proc our gladiator. That's the idea with this. We don't want to be popping gladiator every single time. We want to make sure we're safe, right? There we go. We're staying in. We're staying in. This time we're staying in. Nice. Nice. So we didn't pop, but we actually won that battle really, really well. We got 4 kills. And that's exactly how you want to be using this build. Again, we're going to dive in here. We're going to try and do everything we can to keep these focused on us. That demon hunter is going to be a pain, but we're still on the point. The damage they can put out is ridiculous. We need to get out there because we're going to die. Yep, we're down. We stayed in there too long, but I felt we had to. but they're pushing the other side perfectly. We're keeping these guys focused on us. Team play. But now they actually are going to try and attack this side. So we're going to come over this side and provide some support. Provide plenty of silencers. Yep, that Demon Hunter again got us. Absolutely insane, that damage of a Demon Hunter if you don't focus them. If you can get on them and get some dots, then you're doing well. Okay, what's going to happen here? What's the split going to happen? We're going to try and support this. Silence Sphere, Silence Sphere. Down, down. We've got the Demon Hunter there, so we want to make sure we got this up. We're going to dive back in. Silence both. He didn't have his stuff ready. And we got them. We got them both. Nice, nice, nice. We'll let them do what they need to do. We're going to support the other side. Bone armor up. We've got Grimslive up already. We're going in. Still got bone armor up. Grimslive is still rolling. We're going to get back into Bone Spirits. We're silencing him. We're dotting him up. We're going to get away because we're going to try and heal. Can we heal before someone attacks? Oh, nice, nice, nice. We're diving back in. Nice. Perfect. GG. That was absolutely spot on. Like, I couldn't ask for a better match to show you this build. The silent works so well. Like, we was able to jump from one side to the other very nicely. We went down at the end, but we got a win, guys. So that is how you use a build. You want to be making sure you're going in, protecting your team with them silencers, because that stops the enemy team from using their skills. You're going to be fine because you've got bone armor up. And as long as you time your Wraith form absolutely fine, you'll be able to survive. When it comes to Wraith form, guys, and I'll mention this now, when it comes to the class affix, make sure you're using at least 2 out of 4 on the class affix, right? The other one you want to go for is 1 out of 4 spirits. That will give you the most benefit when it comes to class affixes. I should have mentioned that in the video before, but that is where it is now, guys. So that is the video in a nutshell, guys. The build is very fun to play. Do give it a shot. It is an off-meta build because I still think the mage build is stronger, only ever so slightly, because of the way the mages work. But I think this provides more team play instead of your mages being like, I'm a solo wolf, I'm going to go in and I'm just going to focus on kills. This provides you with doing the actual tactics of the battleground. But guys, if you've got any suggestions about the build, how to make it better, feel free, leave them in the comments down below. As always, you like the content I bring, give the video a like, subscribe to the channel, come and jump in the Discord. The link is in the description. We've got loads of people there that are willing to help you out when it comes to your, your class and giving you advice. But guys, until then, don't forget, come and join us on the streams throughout the week, Wednesdays, Fridays, and Sundays, and we will see you in the next one. Peace out.